So right off the bat I decide to find a sensible position for me to place a mortar, and here it isn't what you'd call sensible. I can't hit any moving vehicles coming out of their deployment area, so I decide to move back 15-20 metres, and I position right next to this bus, and this allows me to cover the exit of the deployment as well as the actual deployment area. So I'm trying to attack the actual main vehicles before they come out of the deployment. And as you can see, I'm getting hit markers, but really it isn't what you'd call an offensive weapon. You're not going to get kills time after time. It's not accurate. There is, as you can see on the map, there is quite a wide spread where the mortar can actually go in that area, and bear in mind you've got to judge time. Whatever is on the map doesn't equate to what you're going to hit. It just equates to where enemies are at the moment. You've got to prejudge, work out, think, where are the enemies going to be? Where can I hit them with my mortar? Do I need to move position? You need to think you should really think all of these things into account before you attempt to attack a certain area. And there's no point, and I'd like to make a quick note, there's no point in trying to attack a moving target, because, for example, an LAV coming out their spawn, for example, you won't know how quick they're going, you won't know whether they're going, for example, if they're going to an intersection, for example, and there's 4 possible routes, you don't know whether they're going left, right, straight on, whatever. You've got to prejudge where they're going to be and how quick they're going to actually hit the target. If you do hit a vehicle, it can cause significant damage. I mean, earlier on in the video I managed to kill an enemy in the Vodnik, I believe, or the Humvee, with one mortar to the top. It disabled the vehicle and killed the occupant. If there were more people inside, I might have got 2, 3, maybe even a multi-kill, I don't know, it depends how many people are inside. But this is sort of a less aggressive form of base raping, base attacking. I don't know what you'd like the guys to call it. But you've got shelter. I mean, I've got a massive building in between me and the enemy, so they can't try and snipe me out unless they push all the way past the actual infantry presence. And there are ammo packs. We're well enforced, and also on the far left hand side of the screen we have the LAV pushing up. It's pushing up down the main street, and literally I don't mind the mortar, to be fair. It's a good weapon. It's a weapon which can be used in certain scenarios effectively, but there are certain scenarios which this weapon will not excel at all. It can either be extremely good in certain situations, or it can be extremely bad. It can be extremely good if you have teammates or some sort of communication to your team of asking them to sort of spot the enemy, where are they, so you have some sort of reference point that you can attack. As you can see also on the left hand side, if I'm firing to the left hand side of the deployment, I can see where it lands through the gap between the tree and the building. I can get a rough idea. Also, don't try and attack into buildings, it won't work. All it's going to do is hit the top of the building, because as the trajectory of the mortar is quite steep and it goes up in a parabolic curve. It goes really high up and then it'll dip and it'll fall practically at a sort of very steep angle. It will have a bit of angle, but it won't be directly straight. So you need to take that all into account before actually mortaring. And also, a quick note, if you're mortaring and you're next to a building and you're trying to fire over it, that building, be aware you might blow yourself up. The mortar might catch some of the destructible environment at the top of the building. That would make it blow up and it'll fall down. That obviously isn't beneficial, so you need to find a spot which doesn't block you completely off to the point where you could easily kill yourself, but allows enough open space for you to actually mortar and get the kills. So as you can see here, I was trying to target the LAV. Unluckily it made a mistake, and I'm on the far edge of the radius that the Mortar can achieve, so I can't look further down the main street of Grand Bazaar. So yeah, this commentary is coming to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time out on the battlefield.